Hello. I am so excited to be back. But while I was out, I did get some emails and I got some um, calls and messages and everything like that. And I really appreciate you guys for reaching out to me. And there was this one email that I received. I'm gonna have to read it to you guys, okay? And it says, Dear Miss Joyce, my name is Tiffany. My mama watches your show, and I like it too. I'm not quite a woman, but I need your help. It seems like people listen to you. I'm in school, and kids keep picking on me. There's this one girl that gets everyone to laugh at me. It makes me feel bad. Maybe you could do a show about bullies to help. Nobody cares, but I hope you do. I just want to be liked for me. Mama says I'm special and God chose me, but I don't like being the chosen one. So, Miss Tiffany, this episode is for you, and it is titled The Chosen One Bullies. I'm going to interview my daughters because they have experienced bullying as well. And we're going to talk about ways to cope with bullying, or, even some things to do to help you, what you should do if you are being bullied. I don't agree with bullying. I wish that it was something that we didn't have to deal with, that our kids could just be happy and be free to be themselves, but it's something that's going on. Miss Tiffany, I do care. Thank you for reaching out to me. I got you. Let's get to it. Prepare for an episode of The Invisible Woman, The Chosen One, Bullies. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Invisible Woman. Tonight's topic is called The Chosen One, and it's about bullying, being chosen to be picked on and to be bullied. And we know that, well, first of all, let me reintroduce my guest, my daughter Brandy. She was on my season 1 first episode, so she is back. Thank you so much for being a part of season 2 first.
What? I might be on season 3.
Oh my gosh, she said season 3, guys. Season 3. I love that that enthusiasm of the thought of being on having a season 3. I'm just saying, but anyway, we are talking about it's actually a very serious topic. It's about bullying, and I have experienced bullying myself. And I know that, you have experienced bullying. Can you tell me about a time where you were, picked on?
I was bullied a lot in elementary school for the way I looked, for the way I talked, for the things I did. I honestly can't remember some of the stuff I got bullied for. I just know I was made fun of to the point where I punched the kid in the face.
Wow, I didn't know that. Oh wait, I do remember that.
Twice.
Because the teacher called me because they were so shocked that you actually, she was like, he had to really be picking on Brandy because she went and hit him and she's really quiet. She don't bother anybody. So yeah, I do remember that. But and I don't like condone violence, but I do say kudos for you standing up for yourself because yeah, he put you through a lot. I remember that. Yeah.
And the bullying I do remember, I just kind of stopped taking it seriously because I was like, I'm tired of this. I don't want to give them no more attention. So I started ignoring them.
And when you ignored them, did it go away? What happened?
Some of them left because they got bored, and some of them got worse. So I used to tell the teacher, but she didn't really do much. So I just all right.
Okay, so you actually went to your teacher for protection, for help, and the teacher didn't support you. Well, what about me? What about me? Did you come to me for help?
You went to the principal.
Okay.
I don't remember what else. Though.
I don't either.
I
But
know once I got to middle school, just people were ignoring me, but that's about it. No more bullying.
okay, so you went from being picked on to being ignored. How did that make you feel?
It was good at first till I got to high school and was ignored. I was kind of like tired of them bullying me a whole lot, so when I got ignored, it was just like a breath of relief, you know?
Right, I understand. I understand, and I completely understand it. I remember being in elementary and being teased because we didn't have a lot of money for clothes. And so my mom, she always made sure our clothes were clean. Our clothes, they were nice clothes, but we wore pretty much the same clothes all the time. And I remember, I'm not kidding. I remember like this red shirt and these blue jeans that I used to wear on Friday. It was my Friday outfit. And one of the not don't laugh. Because and one of the girls told me, she said, wait, let me get it out. She was like, we know it's Friday because Joyce got on her Friday outfit. You wear that every Friday. And I remember telling my mom, I was like, I don't want to wear that this week. I want to wear something different. Because I'm telling you, I did. She was right. But still, it was just
I pointed it out.
She was like, we know it's Friday because Joyce got on her Friday outfit. Like, that hurt. That is not funny, but it's true. It is true. So anyway, we'll be right back with more Invisible Woman right after this commercial break. Welcome back to The Invisible Woman. We are talking about the chosen one, about bullying, being chosen to be picked on. And so I still have my guest here, my daughter Brandy. So Brandy, tell me about a time where actually, one of the bullies physically did something.
One time, I had somebody throw a book at my head. I don't know why. They just was like, here, and just threw it at me.
And what did you do?
I got hit in the face.
I mean, like...
I sort of cried in front of a teacher, and that's when she, like, stepped in and did something.
Okay.
I went to the principal.
Yeah, is that... I mean,
I remember, like, he got, like, paddled by all three of them because of that.
So this was the same guy that you ended up punching?
I think it was like years later. So like when I was like, I think maybe in the 3rd grade when that happened, and it just hit me in the face, and I was like, can you take him to the principal or something? I don't know.
So did you ever think to yourself like, I'm gonna retaliate, I'm gonna do something to make them pay?
I did, but I didn't know what to do. I was like, how am I gonna retaliate against them? But I didn't know what to do.
Okay, all right. I just, because I understand, like, sometimes, we see it on TV, we see it in real life, when people are pushed, and then they're at their breaking point to where either they harm themselves or they harm others. And so did you ever have a thought of, I'm going to harm myself?
Yes.
Okay. And you just thought, I mean, what exactly were you thinking here?
I know one time I thought about like cutting myself like with a knife or something. I just remember trying to do it, but it wouldn't work.
Okay. So you decided that, okay, so I can't stop the bullies. I'm going to not be here anymore. I'm going to, not.
No, I just wanted to cut myself.
Okay, so it wasn't like a suicide attempt. It was just more like, I'm sorry, you got to elaborate on here. I'm here for me.
I don't know. It was, I just was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to hurt myself. So that's what I thought. I'm going to just hurt myself, and it won't hurt as much as when they hurt me. I don't know why. I just like, I'm going to hurt myself. So if you hurt me, it won't hurt as much as me hurting myself.
I'm not laughing. I'm over here. No, it just, there's a heartbreaking because you thought to yourself, I'm going to hurt me so that they won't be able to hurt me. And that, I'm so sorry that you had that experience, that, you shouldn't have gone through that and had to go through that, So I'm very sorry, but I'm so glad that you did not hurt yourself. And I'm so glad that here you are today. So I'm glad that you're here.
Don't cry.
I'm not going to cry.
She gonna cry when they turn us off.
I'm going to cry in the car. No. We'll be right back with more Invisible Woman right after this commercial break.
Don't cry.
I'm not going to cry. Welcome back to The Invisible Woman, and we are still talking about the chosen one, about being bullied. Brandy, what are some of the things that you've done or that you can recommend for other young people that are being bullied?
I used to talk to somebody who used to be bullied just like me, and so we just bonded and became friends after that. We helped each other through some stuff.
Okay, so one of the things that you're suggesting is finding people who are like you in a similar situation, and you guys build a bond, because there's safety in numbers. I'm going to say that there's safety in numbers. And so did you have a sense of protection when you got with?
No.
Oh,
They 2 for 1.
oh my gosh.
But the worst part was the last time I saw her, they pushed her into a wall, and then she ended up transferring schools. I don't know what happened to her after that, but there was no safety. There was.
This is not a funny, Brandy. Why are you making this funny? This is not
That's
funny.
how I cope.
Okay, so you cope with laughter. Okay, well, I'm glad you're laughing so that I won't be crying, because I'm not gonna cry this episode.
I just remember it exactly. They just and her into the wall without. And I just remember the kid got suspended for a while and then came back. I honestly don't remember what else happened to him.
Okay.
I think he dropped out.
So one of the things you said, okay, was getting with getting with people, friends. What other thing would you suggest for people that are being bullied?
I honestly don't know. I really can't tell you. By the time I was done being bullied, I was in a new school, new grade, and that was it. Sometimes you just gotta wait it out. Talk to somebody and wait to the very end, and when it's done, you'll be happy. Yeah, you'll have some stuff, some trauma and whatever.
But that's not, oh my gosh, there has to be something better. There has to be, I like the first thing you said about, telling somebody, talking to somebody, trying to get help. In the educational system, there has to be somebody that cares. There has to be somebody that's willing to say, you know what? Not just saying no bullying, not just saying we're against bullying, but actually zero tolerance. Let's do something. Because apparently there's not enough being done, because it's still continuing. Kids are harming themselves because they feel like they can't take it anymore. Why are they doing it? Our kids are coming to school with guns and things to protect themselves because they're fed up. And I feel like why let it get to that point? Why can't it be to a point where it's like, okay, I'm telling you I'm being bullied. You see these things are happening, because things are happening like you said, in the hallway, to where a child's being shoved into a locker. That's in the hallway. So there's somebody seeing this. If you see something, speak up. If you know something, tell somebody. We got to do a better job at protecting each other. I am my brother's keeper. We have to do a better job of protecting one another, because things like this is getting way out of hand. It's getting way out of hand, and I just feel like there's not enough being done to stop it. But then everybody wants to go with the aftermath of, oh my gosh, they got a gun, look what they did. But what all the cries for help that they were doing before it got to that point? Before they chose violence. They didn't just wake up. Some people don't just wake up that morning and be like, you know what, I'm just gonna kill everybody. It's things that lead up to that. And we need to start preventing the things that are leading up to that. We're gonna be right back with more Invisible Woman right after this break. Stay tuned. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Invisible Woman. I have my second guest for tonight.
Hi.
Let me introduce you. Calm down.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
This is my daughter Victoria, and we are here still talking about the subject of the chosen one being bullied. Victoria,
Yes.
have you experienced bullying?
Yes. I experienced bullying in elementary, middle school, and even high school.
So, can you give me some examples of things that were done as a result of bullying?
Well, I know people would talk bad about me, like my hair, my clothes, how I looked, my shoes, my backpack, or what I would eat.
I was on your backpack?
Yeah. They would tell me, oh, that backpack looks like you got it from the Walmart. It's so cheap.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I did not know that. Just everything. Okay. So they found everything wrong with you. All right. And how did that make you feel?
Well, it didn't make me feel good.
What did you do?
Well, I tried to ignore them, but it didn't work. They still continued to bully me.
Did you tell somebody?
I did, but they didn't do anything.
This is what Brandy said too. Brandy said I told somebody and they didn't do anything. So it's hearing it from you, hearing it from her. You guys went to two different schools, two different generations, because and still hearing they didn't do anything. This is something has to be done. Again, something has to be done. Did you ever think to yourself, I'm gonna do something?
Well, yeah, actually.
And what did you think to yourself that you were gonna do?
Well, I thought to myself that I was gonna fight back.
Well, good for you. You're gonna fight back. Okay, so what did that look like? How does fighting back? What does fighting back entail?
Well, it entails like actual physical contact.
Oh, so you were like, I'm about to whoop some butt. Okay.
And I know they want to fight me too.
But okay. So I'm going from Wait. Let me make sure I grasp this. You go from they're picking on you, they're bullying you, to deciding I'm going to fist fight now.
Yes.
Okay. So did you have any of these physical fights?
Well, we didn't, but we were planning on to.
I'm sorry. So you scheduled a fight?
Well, we didn't schedule a fight. We were thinking about doing a fight.
We gotta be very back with more commercial with More Invisible Woman, but I can't talk. Victoria, we're gonna be right back with More Invisible Woman right after this break. The Invisible Woman Season 2.
Woo! Yay!
I know, right? I'm excited too. And we're still talking about bullying, about the chosen one being chosen to be picked on, to be bullied. And I have my second guest, my daughter Victoria, here with me. Just love her personality. And we are, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions here, just to get to know you a little bit more.
Okay.
All right. So, have you ever experienced bullying?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me about a time where you were bullied?
Well, one time, me and my friend, we had a winter's dance, and we had an awesome night.
Okay.
But then some girls, they started taking pictures of us and filming me, which I didn't like. They even threw a pencil at me.
Threw a pencil at you?
Yeah, a pencil. They would call me names. They made a bad song about me. Made fun of my hair, the way I look, everything. And it really hurt me.
And what did you do?
Well, I kind of had enough of the bullying and I was tired of it. So one day I just went to my room, I had grabbed the knife from the kitchen, and I thought to myself that I was going to kill myself. So I held the knife up to my neck and I started crying because I didn't know what to do. But then I started thinking that maybe this isn't the way. So I put that knife back and wiped my tears. And I just thought to myself in the room and prayed to God, hoping it would get better.
Okay, I said I'm not gonna cry this episode. I'm not gonna cry. But I didn't know that you had experienced that. I'm really glad that you did not use the knife to harm yourself or, to harm anybody else. I'm really glad that you decided to pray and that you got comfort from prayer. So so after everything happened and you went back to school, how did you feel at school? What happened after that? Like after the videos and the taunting and all that after the dance? I mean, like, did you stand up for yourself? Did you tell any teachers or principals? Did you tell, me, like, your parents? What exactly was the next steps from, okay, I'm tired of this bullying. I almost hurt myself. I'm not going to stand for it anymore. What am I going to do?
The next thing I did was tell an adult.
Okay. And then what did the adult do?
Well, the adult talked to the students.
Okay. Okay.
And he talked to me personally.
And did the bullying stop?
It did.
Okay. So did it stop for good or did it stop just for a little while?
Just for a little while.
And then it picked back up?
Yes.
Was it the same bullies or was it some new bullies this time?
It was the same bullies.
Okay. We will be right back with more Invisible Woman right after this commercial break. Stay tuned. Welcome back to The Invisible Woman. We are still talking about the chosen one, about bullying. And, I was thinking about what you said about, when you were bullied at a school dance. And I wasn't bullied at the school dance per se, but I remember being in PE. We had PE and we had to dress out and things like that. And, but I wasn't very athletic. I'm still not very athletic, but I wasn't very athletic. And we were playing volleyball. And so some of the popular girls, after they get a chance to be captain and pick their teams, and I was last to be picked because, first of all, I wasn't popular, and secondly, I wasn't athletic, And so I finally got picked for the team, and instead of them, playing the game, they started throwing the ball at me. It was more like, volleyball became dodgeball, me dodging the ball, and it was like about 2 or 3 girls, and they were throwing the ball at me, and they were laughing, and they thought it was funny, and I just remember running off of the gym floor, going into the locker room, just trying to get away from them, It wasn't a good time. It wasn't a good place. It's just being bullied. It sucks. It sucks. And although, it was fun for them, it wasn't fun for me. It's not fun when you are being bullied you know, when the tables turn and it's just not fun. And I just, like I said, and it wasn't a one-time thing. It was a time where, like, you know, being bullied because of how I dressed, being bullied because of my hair, being bullied because, you know, I don't have a certain look, or I don't have a certain name brand, you know, that kind of thing. It's just they find any and everything to pick on you about, and they just pick on you and pick on you and pick you apart to where you just don't even want to be you anymore. So that was one of my experiences. Could you tell me about a time where you actually, you know, a time when you stood up for yourself, when you decided, you know, like you said, I'm not going to take this anymore. I'm going to take matters into my own hands. This is what I'm going to do. Hey, bully, I'm done with it.
Well, there's this time where I was getting picked on, and I walked up to the bully, and I said that I was done with it, and
Okay, so you walked up to the bully and you said, I'm done with it. And then what happened? You can't just leave us hanging. What happened?
so I said I was done with it. Like, I'm sick of y'all. Like, I don't want y'all bullying me up no more. Like, this is over.
And did they stop? Like, what happened then?
They didn't stop. They still continued to bully me.
Okay, so you stood up for yourself and you were like, I've had it. Y'all leave me alone. I'm over this. And they was like, did they laugh? Did they, what did they do? What was their reaction when you know, decided to approach them?
Well, their reaction was they laughed at me.
Okay. All right. And so you stood up for yourself. They laughed at you and the bullying continued.
Yes.
All right. I'm sorry. I just man, I don't even know. Yeah, I'm sorry you experienced that. And because I do know, like I said, I was bullied in school, and I do know how that feels, and that is not a good feeling, and it's not a good place to be. And I just wish that it would stop. I just wish it's just, I've been out of school a long time, and it's like bullying just evolved. Now it's not just physical bullying, it's cyberbullying now. It's bullying 2.0, and it's gotten, you know, it's evolved. And I wish that our measures to prevent it will evolve too, because it's sad that it's still going on. It's sad that people are, you know, still harming themselves or harming other people because of how they're being treated. It's evolved, and we need to do more to prevent it. And we'll be right back with more Invisible Woman right after this commercial break. Bullies tend to attack people who they perceive as weak or who they think is vulnerable. We have to do a better job of protecting our young people. We have to do a better job at doing what we can to prevent bullying. There's too many cases where lives are lost because a young person feels like they just can't deal with it anymore. And so we have to be protectors. It could be your child. It could be your loved one, you know, that's hurting themselves or hurting other people. Or if you know of someone who's being a bully, let them know this is a no. This is a no. We have to do what we can to stop it, because it's not just up to the school system to prevent bullying, especially when we ourselves have a voice. You can do something. You can help somebody. Help somebody. This is not just a specific person's job. This is everyone's job. We can all pitch in to stop bullying. Thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's episode. Thank you, Miss Tiffany, for the email. I hope and pray that everything is okay with you and everything will be okay with you. Thank you to my daughters, Brandy and Victoria, for joining me on tonight's episode. I'd like to say good night to all of my viewers, and I will see you next Monday at 7 for